putting in our ceiling now. This is pine. Already has 2 coats of a white stain on it and 3 coats of a clear lacquer. Also started out as 3/4 inch V-groove, but because of the weight and ceiling height, milled it down to 3/8 of an inch and put a shiplap joint in on both sides. So the first thing we're going to do before we put the ceiling is find the center point. So it's 56.5 inches across, which gives us a halfway point of 28.25. So 28.25, we're going to make a mark. To measure the width, the completed width or visual width of our piece without the lap lip is 5 inches. Half of that's 2.5. So I'm looking at about a 2.5 inch line to the right or to the left of center to put my first piece to make it straight right through the middle, and then we'll work the outside from there. So I'm going to go ahead and mark all these off and we'll test fit our first piece. Well, we got one piece put in, beautiful summer day. It looks like we're gonna have to pack up, get ourselves inside. So what I did here is, one of the reasons I started in the middle was so I have a balance of my boards going out this way. When I go to put my lights in, they're going to run right down the middle of, actually it's going to be 1, 2, the 3rd board out. And so I've drilled my holes in the board, and I've made my holes just big enough to slide my puck light into it. I've used silicone to seal it in. They are an LED light. They're a reasonable quality one. But if one burns out, I don't want it screwed in or locked into place from the top. And I also don't want them vibrating around and coming out. So what I'm going to do now is finish siliconing the last one in to this board. Then I'm going to wire them up into my ceiling, put a little bit of insulation up there, protect the wires, make sure they're not getting pulled, and I'll stick my, from the center, 2nd board in, and then my 3rd one will be along with the lights. So what I've done is I've put the straightest pieces in, and so far I've been able to use full length without too much issue with the cracks and so on. They will still shrink a little bit, so I think it's going to give a nice look. But I have a couple pieces that, because they're 12 feet long, they got a little bit of a banana going in them. There's overhead cabinets going down this side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at where my joints are here, and I'm going to cut on the joint. So I'll cut the pieces into two. This piece here over the door, I'm going to keep it as one piece. I could even cut it here because it'll hide the joint through the underneath the overhead cabinets. On this side, there's no overhead cabinets here, but there is a stand-up cabinet coming into here, and it's going to be about 14 inches deep. So I can hide a joint in here as well. Probably also have a shelf in the ceiling, so if I have to, I can put another joint there. Well, that's it without the lights. If you like the video, subscribe and let me know if you got any questions. Please ask and I'll try and get back to you in the comments. Thanks.